Hey everyone. How's everybody doing? Uh, busy day, busy day, busy day, busy day. So let's see. 4 people here. So we're getting started. Go ahead and share this link so that everybody have this link to come to this live. Hopefully today we're not gonna have any connection problem. I changed the whole wiring. I have reset it, factory reset all my router and everything. So hopefully there's no problem today. Okay. Um, so let's get this rolling. Let's get this rolling. Only 5 people today. 6. Where's the new hat? The new hat is still in the bag. I don't want to get that hat all stinked up. I was kind of disappointed today because I tried to buy another of these because this one is really stink up with the hat and with the smell. And they told me that they discontinued this. It's a limited wrong, so I can't find another of this anymore. Kind of sad, kind of sad. So I bought another hat, just kind of replace it, and I ordered another one because they don't have the color that I want, and I had to wait probably 2 to 3 weeks to get that one. So that's that. But I'm kind of happy that I got a new hat. Like, it's always good to get a new hat. So definitely good. So guys, go ahead, share the link so everybody can join us today. We are giving away another thing, Camacho Liberty 2017 today. Sometime in the middle of today's chat. And gotta be honest with you guys, I had upset stomach today, so no coffee, just ginger ale. And I totally blame the Gurkha for that. I blame the Gurkha for that because I feel kind of unwell after the first Gurkha goal, and you see me, I couldn't finish it. It was just weird, and I've been feeling sick, a little bit sick yesterday, but I was in a good mood, so then didn't let it bother me. And today is like, oh my god, I feel horrible. So that's what happened today. The ghost of Gurkha was hunting me, but to prove the concept that it was Gurkha that got me sick, I got another Gurkha today. I gotta thank Evan for sending me this thing to try. It's the Gurkha Yakuza. So if this one gets me sick again, I know it's Gurkha, right? So let's get that started. Let's get it light up, everything. And while I start this thing, I figure I started very early in the video so that if he ever hear it, he will like it. So congratulations to Chris Bell and Jennifer. I think that's her name. For saying yes. So congratulations to Chris Bell and the beautiful girlfriend Jennifer. If I got the name wrong, oh my God. If I got the name wrong, let me know so I can mute the name. I think that's her name. So congratulations to him. Saying yes is always a good thing. And yeah, I've seen a lot of no's, so I know saying yes is a good thing. All right, it smells good. This one smells good. I give him that. It's like a Habano wrapper. It smells really good. So this one might have hope on tasting good today. But the wrapper is hopelessly glued onto the wrap. I mean, the band is hopelessly glued onto the wrapper, because you can tell over here. See the wrinkle? If this wrinkle and the band doesn't move, it's glued onto the wrapper itself. So yes, shout out to the Bob the Cigar guy. You know, he's the cool guy that makes the video. Everybody already know. And he does have a channel, Bob the Cigar guy. If you don't know, hashtag Bob the Cigar guy, right? His channel is gonna be easy to find. You can't miss it. So if you don't find it, Bob the Cigar guy. If you don't find it, let me know. I will give you the link directly. If he shows up later, he can give you the link directly. If you can't find it, Bob the Cigar guy. Just Google Bob the Cigar guy. He's so famous now, you can find him on Google. That's how famous he is. All right. So let's go with that. How many Gurkha have I had? This will be my second one. I just don't. I mean, well, I smoked Gurkha in the past, but I just don't know how many I smoked. So if I start to count, this will be the second official one that I remember. So I mean, I just not a Gurkha guy. It's just not, you know, it's just not. Just not. Gotta open the soda. And yeah, if I feel sick again, had to run, then you don't know why. It's Gurkha. Soda. Hey Damon. Hey Jenna. Hey Martin. Hey Kat. Kat, your life will be spared for now because I'm not feeling so well, so I can't go over there with soy sauce right now. But when I get better. So, how's everybody Saturday? I mean, today was cold. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing outside, kind of cold. I thought today was gonna be 60s, and I was surprisingly disappointed with the weather. What? The cap just came off on this one. The cap came off on this one. Yeah. All right, so I guess that's a good start for the cap to unravel itself. I don't know what. Okay. The cap is already unraveled itself, and yeah, and this is such a fall off. So, all right. Cigar glue, right? Let me go get cigar glue. I'll be right back. Let me go get cigar glue. In the meantime, if you don't know what to do, share the link so that people can come in. You know, it's only now 9 people so far. Let's get to like 20 something. All right, I'll be right back. Gotta go get cigar glue. All right, I'm back. Let's use cigar glue. Cigar glue. Yeah, the cap just like kind of unravel. It's not even the tear because there's no rip. So I don't know. I think it like the V cut actually cut a point where they glued it exactly, like perfect glue. So Cigar's glue is not like Elmer's glue. Cigar's glue is like a tree sap almost. I think like some sort of tree sap. So it's not toxic, so we can go with that. Non-toxic. So I let this dry a little bit so that I can smoke this. You know, gotta give a fair assessment. I can't stop just because the cap unravel itself. You know, like I've never seen cap unravel. I've seen cap crack, like crack open, or you know, this is just literally unravel. So you know how they tape it on, right? So they go to that and then kind of just glue it on the side. I think it cut right where he folded in. So see, if I show it to you, you can see like focus, Damon, focus. You can see like it's literally it did not cut the thing. See that? You see that overlap? I didn't cut it. It just decided to open it up. So I did get a haircut. Like I told you, I was gonna go get a haircut yesterday. Right after I smoked with you guys, I drove out and get a haircut in the hurricane. I can tell you guys, hurricane is so bad. It's like 2 miles. The wind speed was 2 miles below actual hurricane, and it literally knocked 2 trees in my backyard like off. 2 trees came off. One tree actually hit my roof and fell over. So that was pretty bad. I would say that's pretty bad. So I'm just waiting for this to dry a little bit so I can put my mouth on it. I don't want to glue my mouth onto it. So let's talk about this Gurkha Yakuza. I actually like the band a little bit. So, you know, I'm not going to complain about the band because the band actually looks pretty cool. It's got like some Asian drawing on it. So it's got some like Asian drawing on it. If I hide my face behind it, would you pick up this face? Pick up this face, camera. Pick it up. So you can see this, and the red part is actually like some Asian drawing. So it's actually kind of cool. I like this pen. It's actually not bad. It's not flashy like the Ghost, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So let's move forward. What do you guys do today? You know, it is a lot of people must be traveling today, right? For the weirdest holiday week for next week, because Christmas lands on a Tuesday and some people are still working on a Monday. Who's working Monday? How many of you are working Monday? Oh, I am sorry that you had to work Monday. You know, the company should automatically close for Monday. I don't think you're supposed to work on Tuesday. It's legal holiday, man. Richard Wolf, are you in Massachusetts? Can you come over here and help me move some trees? Does railroad opens on the Christmas? I don't even think the railroad opens on Christmas. And who's traveling on Christmas? Oh, that's a good one. Off until January 7th. That's this guy knows how to take a vacation. Video game all day. I will go with that. What are you playing? Maybe we'll play together because I'm that bored. I should really open up the window for tonight. So I had 13 people. Let's see if more people join us today so we can kind of get some raffle going. Well, giveaway going. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Let's give that. Let's give that. Let's take a look today. How many subscribers we have? We have 126 subscribers. Come on, we should have get 130, right? 130. Gotta get to a whole number every time. Get to a good number every time. But I understand everybody's traveling. Nobody's around. You know. Is there a lot of tree damage there? It's just the tree fell down and hit the fences and stuff. I have so many trees that I want to cut, but they're behind the fence. They're behind like a wooden fence, so it's hard to get the machines in. Just subscribes is 127. You know, this number is never accurate for me, I guess. But let's see if we can get 130 today. That'll be pretty awesome. All right, so let's lit this thing up. Let's see if I get sick. I was told that Yakuza is actually really good by a few other people that has tried it. So you know me, I don't really smoke the cigar that much. So we'll find out. Come on. Oh, turn the wrong side. There we go. Am I out of gas? I think I'm out of gas. All right, fine. When there's a will, there's a way. Gurkha doesn't like my lighter, but got matches. One thing about lighting a cigar in front of the camera is that you can actually see if it's well lit. That's a good thing. First lit, first puff, no taste. Not even kidding, has no taste. Well, how's the logo going? It's not going right now. I mean, a lot of people did funny drawings, which is fine, but the serious drawing hasn't really come in yet. I don't even know if it's gonna happen. So, did I see the logo that you made for me? I did. But you know, I know it's hard to draw the hands. I mean, but you gotta have thumbs up or thumbs down, right? For it to go, you know, for the logo to go out. But you know, it's hard. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna translate that kind of stuff into, you know, I can't draw into a digital one because I don't know how to draw digitally. So. All right, cocoa, coffee, no pepper at all. No pepper at all. Tobacco, very light. Very, very, very light. There's like, I don't know if it's my taste bud today or it's just not tasting anything. I mean, I can taste some cocoa, some coffee, some tobacco. And that was it. It didn't last long. The taste didn't last long. The draw is a little bit tight. A little bit tight. So I'm gonna press it a little bit. Just get it to wake up a little bit. A little bit tight. Now we'll see if it kind of wakes up from the heat. Yeah, so everyone typing what you're smoking today, or right now, or earlier today. I'll love to know. It's funny because a couple days ago, I just filled this to the max. I'm surprised that has no flame coming out. Let's see if I can bleed it. No, nothing. Okay. So yeah, the wind was so big yesterday. A building in Boston had two big piece of panel of the wall. It just came off. I think it's like 6th or 7th floor. It just flew down. They closed the road completely today, and literally tried to repair it. And they've been doing it all day. I was there about 4 p.m. and it's still, the road's still closed. They're still trying to fix it. So. So yeah, I'm having the Gurkha Yakuza today, just to see if this one was better. But really, so far, the taste is very light. There's not much to it. Yeah, there's some coffee, there's some tobacco, and not much else going on. I think it's because the draw is tight and the air is not really going through. Had a shizzle while in the car and then obrigado this afternoon. Just relaxing, no smoke. Okay. Opus Angel share. Okay. Jonathan is going baller today. Papa Fritas, Maduro Underground Cigarillos. Okay. Rocky Town 15th anniversary. Okay. Next 4-day, I'll smell like okay. Smell like your baller. That's okay. It's holiday season. You should. Harrison just texted me. He said, and he messaged me. He said, "The surprise that I didn't love the ghost." I don't think he's surprised. He's surprised that I didn't die from smoking the ghost. I figured I was that close to like, I really literally feeling like I feel sick today because I smoked that ghost. What is my Christmas lineup? Well, tomorrow I'm gonna try to smoke a wasabi. The day after that, which is Monday, I'm not sure because I'm gonna hang out with Justin Wagner. It's his birthday Monday. He's one of the group member. So I'll go hang out with them and I'll see whatever they have in the store. And on Christmas day, the 25th, the Tuesday, I think I will smoke a Filthy Viking. And after that, I haven't decided yet. Okay, this is kind of weird. At first, like few pop, there's not much going on. Right now, I just taste something sweet, but still, the smoke doesn't linger. It doesn't have the taste that lingers. And I really think it's because the draw. The draw is very tight on this one. It gets tighter as I go. Hopefully, it improves. If it improves, I think this could be possibly a good stick, better than the ghost for sure. So we'll go with that. If you smoke too much ghost, you might just end up being one. That's the problem. Talking about ghosts, you guys like ghost stories? Do you guys ever like watch things about haunted house and ghostly stuff like that? Like, do you guys like horror? Scary places, top haunted houses. Believe it or not, when I was young, I lived in a building that's right now is like top 10 haunted place in Taiwan. I didn't even know. I when I was young, I always thought that place is creepy, but because you're young, you don't think about that kind of stuff, right? So after I left the place, I come to America a few years now. Internet started to be more developed. I started to read news about it, and it literally shows up as a haunted place. People jump off the roof at I think 13th floor, 10th floor. I can't remember exactly how many floor there is, because the attic, the top floor, is a complex that has A and B building, and the A and B building both don't have the fourth floor. So fourth floor has no door. You can't get in there. And on the top of the building, anybody can get in. Usually a building like that, they lock the attic. You can't get in there. But it's an open attic, so it's the top rooftop where you can go in there. And people will go there and jump off. And it's weird because there's two ways to jump off. One is jump out to the street. The other is jump into the building. So just like an example of how that building looks like. The building looks like this, all right? So if you're looking at the building from the top down, the houses are the individual apartments are lying from the side to side to side to side, and there's a hole in the middle for no good reason. There's a hole in the middle. You can fall down from 13th floor all the way to first floor with this. Just jump from the front center, and both buildings are like that. So you can either jump out to the street, or you can jump into the building and die. So people around that area has been saying that that place was haunted by an old man who lived on the 3rd floor. And one day he went out, he came back. It was a really cold, raining day. He got locked out. So he started to climb the side of the building and fell down and died. And because of that, he's been trying to grab other people to die with it. And people, it's on the news, okay? This is on the news, that random people that go to the market near this place. So it's like a farm market. I'm telling you, this is like 20-minute walk, because I used to hang out in that market. I know exactly how far it is. Like 20-minute walk. She'd never been there before. She just go there because it's a night market. She went over there and she just started wander off and went into the building. Went upstairs, was about to jump off. People saw her go in and they actually tried to stop her. And eventually they did stop her, pull her down, because she was struggling. She wanted to jump off. And after a while, they asked her what's going on. Why did she have a suicide? You know, what happened? Her boyfriend arrived at the scene because they were in the market together, and then she just disappeared. Her boyfriend was like wondering what's going on. Everybody thought it was her boyfriend's fault, started bitching at the boyfriend. And then she wakes up and go like, I had no idea. I just feel like I had to jump out. I feel people like below the building is waving at me, telling me to go. So that place is haunted as hell. It's #1 suicide place. They even raised the wall now. Last time I went back, they raised the wall enough that you had to climb the wall to fall down. And I think they put a net in the middle of that hole. You can jump into the building. They put a net there. But if you fall down, you'll still die. It's a crazy place. Now I think about it, like when I lived there, the stairway is always creepy. And I always have nightmare about going down a stair and go to another dimension. So that's like a really, really creepy place. Suicide Forest in Japan, right? That's another creepy place to go. You definitely not want to wander in there at night. If you go in there, people are saying that if you go in there, you do want to have you will want to suicide. A lot of people suicide there because they don't want to be found. That's why they go to kill themselves there. But it is a very creepy place at night. And it's like if you go into that forest, 90% of the time you're gonna find a dead body. 90% of the time. I have a friend that has been there before, and literally he's basically saying that there's not one time he go in he cannot see a dead body. Literally, he can just go in there every day. There's police officers going there every day to find dead bodies. All I taste is tobacco on this, a little bit coffee. That was it. A little bit sweet though. It's like a sweet tobacco going on. I have to take more puff because the draw is so tight. I can barely get anything out. William, I'm being serious about this. It's not a myth or anything. It's just real. It's reality. It's an actual place called Suicide Forest. It sounds unbelievable, but I'm pretty sure I can show you guys like a news thing. Hold on. Let's see if I can show you guys the news. All right. Because on this program that I'm using, I cannot share a screen. So I'm just gonna move my camera so that you can see the building and what I'm talking about. This is the building I actually lived in when I was young, and that now is a haunted place. And this is the news on it. You see this? That's the outside of the building where people fall off. All right, that's the news about it, and that's actually the side of the building. You know, this is showing this guy. You can't see it here, but then like I'm pointing at the body right now. They're pointing a body away that jumped off. So this is no joke. This is no joke. I'm trying to get more. See this? This is real thing. All right. See the building? Same building. All right. Same building. That's the hole that you can. That's below the elevator. Now, there's another thing about this elevator is this elevator doesn't really work. That's the door that I always walking through. I walk through it all the time. You know, that's exactly where it is. The market is. I'm trying to find where the market is. So that's over here. This school no longer exists. This school no longer exists. Now it's a park. And if you keep going this way, you'll find a market. So yeah, it's no joke. The place I used to live is haunted. It's very haunted. That's as haunted as you can get. People jump off that place all the time because of that. How is this cigar? It pretty much has no taste. It's got tobacco taste. It's got a little bit of coffee. It's kind of sweet at the end, and that was it. There's nothing to it. So I'm hoping it's because of the draw, and then once the draw eases up, and maybe I'll get more. But I'm trying to puff as hard as I can to get the thing because it's so tight packed. You can't really see it. It's very tight in here that you can't get anything out. Yeah, I taste a little bit of sweet tobacco into it. So I don't know. Hopefully it gets better as it's burned through the part that's like really tight with a knot somewhere in here. It's getting loose in the front. So I'm hoping, I'm giving it a chance. I'm hoping that it'll get better. So yeah, I'm talking about like ghostly stuff because obviously because the name Gurkha Ghost and me thought about this kind of news about where I used to live. It's really creepy that people are jumping. Like we have more than 20 people jump off that building already. And that elevator that you saw earlier, that elevator really doesn't work. A lot of time when I'm going there, I feel I'm gonna stuck. You press like, let's say you press 5, it's gotta go to 10. You press 10, it's gotta go to like 4, 5, 6, and there's no 4th floor. You'll stop at 4 and then nothing to do it and then keep going. It's the creepiest elevator out there. And that news is about that lady was able to press the elevator shaft open, no elevators in there. She walked right in and drop off and die. It sounds like a movie, but it really does exist. It's the creepiest place ever. My family no longer live there now, but like it is a place that I grew up, so it's kind of creepy. It's like, oh, I'm surprised that I didn't die, because the place that they say the old man climbed, I used to climb as a little kid. We was like, oh, we can climb. We can go you can go to like a small roof there, and we as a kid we hide stuff there. So we will climb through, and then we'll put stuff there, and then no one will ever find it. So it's scary. It's scary to think about that. When I was a kid, I could have fallen and died. All right, the flavor did get a little bit better. Okay, the tobacco started to go through a little bit. Coffee started to get better. It's still not strong enough for me to pick up a good taste. So, have you ever put had a survival that won't light up. Yes, I have. It's just not in a good position to light up. Sometimes if you want to, you have to cut the portion off and relight it as if you never lit it before for it to get up. A lot of time the smoke, the fume, the dirt, the whatever gets clogged and it doesn't want to light. So you just cut it and you can light it up again. But again, it's not, when you relight it a few times, it's not going to be as good as when it first light up. I mean, ghost is fascinating for sure. Like, it always kind of make you wonder, does ghost still really exist or not? But for Asian like me who live in Taiwan, majority of the people in Taiwan will tell you that there's such thing as ghosts because we live in a culture where we believe into such things. So we have detective that solve crime with ghosts. There's a table that will turn left and right, and it only answers yes or no questions. And basically, when the police is out of the way to solve it, they'll go to that table and ask questions. And there was few times they really found their bodies that they couldn't find, or they solve a crime with it. It's on the news all the time in Taiwan, so it's kind of cool. But this is one reason why my wife will never go to Taiwan, because she's afraid of ghosts. It's definitely one of those things. So let's talk about some topic that will heat this up a little bit. What do you guys think about the government shutdown? Without going political, just simply say, what do you think about the government shutdown? Not blaming anybody, but what do you think? What do you feel like about the government shutdown? So get into this topic without going political. Plume. I mean, do you feel like it's gonna affect anything now, especially right now it's Christmas season? I don't think anything is in session anyway. Yeah, the politician is still getting paid. It's the worker for the buildings, the police officer, security guard, whatever. They are not getting paid. So the politician, their majority of income doesn't come from the government anyway. They are from lobbyists, they're from supporter, sponsor, whatever, kickback, building permits, and investment. But they lose nothing per se. It's the people who work in the building that loses out. To be honest, I thought they were just gonna sign it and call it a day. I thought they were just gonna sign it. Giving more money that we don't have is okay. We don't have it anyway. The other day, somebody posted use alpaca's money, that gangster, like the drug was money, to build a wall. But is that money even exist? I think somebody pocketed it by now, right? Somebody had to pocket that by now, because we don't have that money anyway. Again, let's not go to this with the political agenda. It's just in a summary of ways that what matters to us now matters to them. What matters to us as the common people that just doesn't do anything. I was surprised about the GoFundMe. Within days, they got $7 million. $7 million. People has a lot of money. I need to start a GoFundMe for the production of my bathtub calendar. Somebody start a GoFundMe for Tony's calendar. See if we can get like $100,000 on it. $7 million for GoFundMe. right? Like like I say, we need to start a GoFundMe account for Tony's bathtub calendar. Because right now we have $0 of zeros available for purchase right now. We run out really quickly. So if you didn't order it by now, order your 0 copies. You probably won't get the 0 copies. For a while, I actually wanted to start a GoFundMe account because it is my dream to start a dog park. I want to organize and open up a dog park. That's for everybody to, walk their dog in, have fun in, and stuff like that. Well, obviously, I have to purchase the land, lease the land, and then get permits for it and all that stuff. So it requires a lot of money. So I thought about using a GoFundMe account to do that. But I heard that GoFundMe themselves take a large portion of that money. They take a large portion of that money to continue. Obviously, it's a business. So that's why I end up not doing that. Not really, Damon. I haven't got anybody's serious drawing. I got fun drawings for sure. Haven't got like a serious digital copies of drawing and stuff. Not yet. If there is, I definitely post it out for everybody to see. So. I don't want to get into any copyright issues, Martin. If I Photoshop my face onto Cigar Vixen's body, people might like it more. That's the problem, right? If people like it more and there's none to sell, I think there will come to be a really big problem. So 25% of $12 million. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Oh my God. Yeah, we need to start a GoFundMe account. I can't believe it. Ooh. Even though the draw is really tight, look at this. It's straight. Look at this how straight this ash is. I'm like having trouble smoking this thing, but that's a good ash. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe account, and it's to GoFundMe because you can. We fund this because we can, kind of thing. I don't know. Some people just have too much money, I think, sometimes. Also, the gun buyback. I saw the news about gun buyback in certain state today, and everybody just basically giving junks. One person gave like a rocket launcher. I thought that was crazy. Why do you need a rocket launcher in your house? I can understand you need guns. I can understand you need like machine guns, AKs, or whatever, or assault rifles. But rocket launcher, what are you gonna fight against? And I just kind of feel it's funny because the government is buying the guns back using your tax money. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? They're paying the money to buy your useless guns, and at the same time, that money has to come from somewhere, and obviously come from tax. So, right? Okay, who doesn't need a rocket launcher? Okay. I just haven't found mine. Being an assassin here, I can't find my own soy sauce launcher. Somebody make me a soy sauce launcher. That way, somebody invade my house, I can just launch soy sauce at them. That's crazy. Rocket launcher. And it actually looks legit. That actually looks legit. Does it cost money to start an account? You know, if it doesn't cost money, I'll do one just for fun. I'll do one just for fun. So we're definitely 1/3 of the way through. And so far, this is mostly tobacco taste. It tastes just tobacco to me. A little bit of dark coffee, but there isn't much to it. Not much to it. Burns well, draws a little tight, but I haven't tasted anything other than those flavor. Yeah, there's not much to it. And Kat, I did get your message. I'll view it later because I can't obviously play at the same time doing that. So I will do that later. Hey, Matt. Hi, Matt. So Matt, we're actually talking about my bathtub calendar. So far, I have sold 1 billion box of zeros. So it's very popular, and right now we're thinking to start another campaign about making my soy sauce rocket launcher using GoFundMe. All right, GoFundMe account for a soy sauce rocket launcher. It had to launch Kinkoman because Kinkoman is the cheapest soy sauce I can buy to launch. I can't afford to buy those high quality soy sauce to launch at people. Can you imagine if I actually hurt somebody and they sue me and went to court for assault and battery, and the judge had to read this like, Mr. Wang, he over here says that you have launched using a rocket launcher as a bottle of soy sauce at Mr. Whoever. I'll be like, yeah, he should pay me for that soy sauce. Limited supply of rubber duckies with every donation. Should be limited supplies of 3D printed soy sauce ninja for every donation. But then I had to buy a 3D printer first, and somebody had to design me one so I could print it out. Did you guys saw one of the guys that had a 3D printed cigar holder? That's actually pretty cool because it takes a while to design that thing. Not to mention you had to do, print it out. It takes a while. I looked at it. I was like, man, I need to go buy a 3D printer. Even though the spool probably costs a lot of money, right? I haven't bought one. I actually thought about buying one because I make those gunpla models, and a lot of time I'll break apart. And when I break apart, I thought about buying a machine that will print the part out. But then turns out printing the part out will cost more than me buying another kit and just take the part out of it. So I end up not doing it because at the time you got to spend like $3,000 to buy a machine. Nowadays probably like $150, $200 to buy a beer ball machine. The Retro Hill is pretty good on this one. It's got a really sweet cocoa tobacco taste. Almost feel like it's almost infused, but it's not. So not as bad as Ghost. Ghost is bad. I can't continue. Ghost is bad. Ghost Gold. Let me correct that. Ghost Gold is golden bad. All right. Ghost Gold is golden bad. But Yakuza so far is mediocre, I guess. Medium. Not too crazy, not too good. So we'll continue with this though. We'll see. A 3D printer is like such a nerd thing that I want to buy that I just never got to buying it. Instead, I spent $600 something to buy an air purifier. What the hell is wrong with me? I got a tracking number today, so we'll see if that USPS decided to deliver my stuff on time. They say it'll be here on the 27th, which I think is like a Thursday. So we'll find out if he actually deliver on a Thursday. If he delivers on a Thursday, we can try it out right on Thursday. That'll be funny. That'll be great. Flavor intensifies a little bit, and I think it's because the draw starts to get loose now. I taste more coffee. I taste more tobacco, and some sort of sweet tone at the end, maybe molasses. That's pretty much it. Not much to it. So if you just want like a standard cigar, that's pretty much it. This is just very typical of a tobacco flavor. What am I gonna do on a Christmas Day chat? I'm thinking to film myself running half naked outside in the 10-degree weather. No, I haven't thought about it. We'll do a Christmas giveaway, something like that, maybe. Christmas giveaway. What do you guys think? We'll give away something like a Davidoff Yamasa or something like that. Free calendar. Everybody here will get a 0 count of a free calendar. You get a calendar. You get a calendar. Everybody gets a calendar. Woo! Somebody had to be able to dry out, and somebody had to dry out that passes my wife. I don't really decide how that's gonna look like. All the drawings I show it to my wife and let her decide, because if she doesn't like it, I can't use it. But I figured that would be a fun thing to do if we can get actual drawings. This is what I plan to do, because we have a lot of fun drawings, and then we have very little serious drawing. The serious drawings gotta, obviously they spend the time and effort into putting it together and all that stuff. So they all gotta get a cigar. The winner is gonna get 3 cigar, and all the fun drawing, go ahead and just put them in. Whatever you can draw out, that's fine. What we can do, we can vote for the best fun drawings, and the winner will get the cigar too. We can do that. I think that's a fun thing to do. We can do that. So the funniest one with the most fun one submitted will get a cigar as well. Oh, there's just not that much taste to it, other than tobacco and a little bit coffee, and a little bit sweet note at the end. I can't. It's not creamy. It doesn't stay. Very little bit nut taste, like nutty taste to it. I don't know. Almost like a dark roast coffee with some sort of flavoring in there. Martin, if you didn't see it, it's actually very bottom of the link. She draw one without the thumbs up or thumbs down. It's there. I don't know. I can't get excited over smoking Gurkha so far, because there's nothing so particularly stand out to it. The flavor doesn't punch you in the face. The buffer is going off and on. Is it? Can everybody see where I'm going right now, or is it going bad right now? Or is it just Jason? Anybody else have issues? Oh, it's just Jason. So let's see if we can reach 20 people right now. I saw 20 people earlier. I was gonna run the giveaway for this, but and it dropped down relatively quickly, so we didn't go back to 20 again. But if it goes back to 20, we'll see if we can start running one of these, so more people have a chance to do it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Bob's channel, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Martin's channel, subscribe, but view his video a day late. Just because he's making me wait for whatever topic he's going to talk about. He won't tell anything about that topic other than baiting me. So if you subscribe to Martin's channel, watch his video a day late. That way I get to post the first post every time, because sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I don't know why you guys post video at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just don't get to click on it. In fact, claim you have internet issues, start the stream over, and then start to ask the question after like 2 minutes going live again. Everybody here has smoked a cigar in a coffin before, right? What is your favorite design for the coffin? Which cigar in the coffin has your favorite design, smoked or not? Like, even if you didn't smoke it, which one has your favorite design? I'm holding this backwards. Which one has your favorite design? Now it has a like fruity taste, some sort of fruit, like a ripe fruit or something like that, sweet. No, not many. Never had a phone coffin. First one. That's because you went one. Did you smoke that one yet, Kat? Did you smoke the unicorn yet? Now this is why we should murder Kat with soy sauce. Way too lucky. I was thinking to get another one so that I can review the unicorn on my channel. But right now I only have one, and I didn't want to bother to find another one right now. So who knows? If I find another one, we'll do a review on it. That way I can keep one. I still have a few more Chinese cigars that I can review for. But those had to wait because I got a lot of cigars from Evan, and I wanted to do a review for all of them. You guys saw the picture, right? Like a whole batch of cigars he just sent over to me. So we can go through that list and then have all that stuff. By the way, guys, if you haven't said congratulations to Chris Bell, make sure you do it, because it's just a really good feeling when you see someone says congratulations when someone says yes. because you do not want that feeling when someone says no. You know, some of the time you see people say yes, and then when they go home, it's like, oh, it was so embarrassing. I had to say yes, but no, that's the worst, right? Those are the worst. When is my trip? It's January 11. All right, so it's only a couple 3 weeks away, maybe. The Liberty was great. This is not Liberty though. This is Gurkha Yakuza. I smoked the Liberty yesterday with you guys. Sometime around 4 o'clock. So that I smoked yesterday. I really enjoyed it. That raised my mood a lot yesterday. So this is good. This is It's not bad. It's not good. There's nothing stick out of it. It almost smokes like a $5 cigar. So it's a cigar. It tastes like tobacco and maybe a little bit of tobacco, some other taste, but it's not in your face. It's not there. There's nothing particular about it. Anybody know how much this stick costs? Yakuza? The trip to Saturday stream is officially on the Cigar Daily event calendar. So is the calendar giveaway. We have 0 calendar to give out. Make sure you watch it so you can get that 0 calendar. And I keep mentioning the calendars, especially I think one day you will actually show up on Google, and people say, like, oh, free calendar. They got to look into it, and that calendar never exists. The Liberty, I think, was like somewhere in the $10 range. Again, the price actually depends on where you buy it and if it's on sale or anything. So, but I think it's under $10. Let me get that right though. Hold on a second. A box of 20 is so $18 in average, but it depends where you buy it. It really depends where you buy it. So $18, I would say still worth it. All right, that cigar was pretty good. $18, I would say still worth it. I'm pretty sure you can buy somewhere in $10, $15 in some places. So it really depends where you buy them. You got a guy who can print the calendar for me. The printing is being handled by David Littleford. So if anybody wants calendar, you gotta go talk to David. You know, if I had to kind of compare this, and I know that sounds bad, but I'm pretty honest about this kind of stuff. So if I was to compare this, let me see. The flavor is more blend, or if just the same blendness of the Dark Rocket Cameroon. And Dark Rocket is like $3.75. So go get a Dark Rocket if you want to smoke this. Most people on YouTube start selling T-shirts, stickers. Not Tony. He makes fun of calendars. I really don't know what am I gonna do with it. Like if I ever start giving out stickers and stuff like that, it will only because I need to pay for the shipping for all the things I'm giving out. That will be the only reason that I will start making those kind of stuff. I don't know. If I make it, I'll probably just give it out for fun anyway. if I start charging them, it's because I need to replenish all those money that I send out stuff with. I actually spend trades and giveaways. I probably spend more than $300 just a couple months. So I don't even know what I'm doing with that. It's just, my wife's like, "What are you doing?" But you know, I'm just giving it away. So if I ever do that, it's because I need to give up more stuff. And the sticker is not cheap to make. When I looked that up, it's like $1 a sticker. But yeah, I haven't had any plans to sell anything because it doesn't make sense. With the chat, it's just for fun and stuff like that. I don't really want everybody to cost anybody money. I like to give out stuff. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. But I told my wife if my giveaways ever reach close to $3,000 in total, I will start, I don't know, ask people to pay for their own shipping or something like that, or find a way to pay for those things. But so far, you know, other than that big one, I never asked anybody for any money for the giveaways. So. Because sharing is caring. Why not? Why not? You know, I think it makes some people happy for a few dollars. That's not bad, but they do add up. So that's the problem. They add up. So for now, it'll be funded by the zero printed, zero amount of my calendars. It's a theoretical dollar that's paying for those shippings. And of course, we're gonna start a GoFundMe, right? We're gonna start a GoFundMe account for Tony to give away stuff. GoFundMe account for Tony to give away stuff. I mean, some people can really do some damage on those things. You guys heard about that homeless guy, right? That was a fake homeless that had a thing with 2 other people or something like that, and they got like a lot of money, but none of the money went to the homeless, and the homeless people decided to rat them out, and turns out the homeless was in it too. And then they all be charged for wire fraud or something like that, including the homeless. The homeless is not even homeless or something like that. Yeah, that was pretty messed up. That was pretty messed up. Oh, great idea though, if they got away with it, but that was messed up. Can't believe it. I can't believe that kind of stuff. I'm surprised, you know, people try to do good stuff and then turn out to be a bad thing. It's like a slap in the face. But I think they refunded everybody, right? GoFundMe page for Tony to bring us Cuban cigars. If I have a GoFundMe page to bring Cuban cigars, I will start giving out Cuban cigars. Just for the heck of it. If I wait to raise funds, I probably will give out Cuban cigars just for the heck of it. Because I'm not in this to make money. I'm just in this to give back. Yeah, getting their money back is good. Getting their money back is good. I was surprised. It's crazy. So I definitely want to give back from the community. If there's a way to fund it, I will travel. I'll spend my like whole year to travel everywhere just to have events with everybody and give out cigars just for the heck of it. I will do that so often, the lounge will be crazy. They'll be like, "What the hell are you doing here?" Oh, I'm here just buying cigar for everybody. If I got to that level, Chris, you'll know. Cigars for everyone. You get a cigar, you get a cigar, you get a cigar. Everybody gets a cigar here. I'll be the next Oprah. You know, I try. I just had to figure out a way to do it all the time. So everybody gets something. Oh, while we're at this, what do you think What do you guys think about cigar clubs? Because I saw it today, and apparently a lot of people is in it. So you pay a certain amount of money, you get random cigars, like a set amount of cigar, but random cigars monthly or something like that. Like what is your thought in it? Because I personally don't do it. I feel like I like to go out and find my own cigars and try it, choose what I want to try or not, rather than having someone decide what I want to try for the month. So because I know that cigar company obviously had to negotiate with who would you sponsor that and all that stuff, and then obviously it'll be biased. And I think the reason Tim hasn't do one yet, I mean, I can't speak for him, but I think the reason is because it gets messy. It gets messy because what you choose to continue to bring to people, and then how long can you last at a specific amount? For example, $20 a month. There's only so many cigars that cost $20 or less. Eventually run out, and then what? I mean, would you end up getting those like a catalog cigars? I mean, it's fun. It's almost like those gentleman box or like the food box or something like that. Those kind of stuff. I subscribed to those kind of things before, like for food, instant noodle, all that stuff. And I always seem to get things that I don't want or disappointed in the value of it. I think it get much more value by trading with other member. It costs you $3.50 and whatever that cigar that costs you. Do blind trades, you probably get something that you like. You do that once a month, it's still cheaper than getting a cigar club. I think that's my personal opinion. What? Apparently, Gurkha Yakuza is more than $20. So if you're buying Gurkha Yakuza, don't. It's not worth $20. Whoa! I love the box though. That box is sexy. Hey, if you got a Gurkha Yakuza box that you don't want, give it to me. Holy shit, that looks great. But oh my god, Gurkha Yakuza is expensive. They describe it as oil oozing, milk chocolatey Habano Lingero wrapper. I do taste the Habano. I do taste the cocoa, the coffee taste. But this is not a what it is described as. It's not like the way they describe it as bold blend. It doesn't taste like much. But because this is $20, I had to say, really, Evan, thank you so much for sending this to me to try. I'm sorry that I had to bash it. It did not come to expectation of a $20 cigar. I do taste the cocoa. I do taste the like somewhat of a coffee taste, and I do taste tobacco, and the Habano taste. But this says toast, bold notes of toast, oak, nuts, espresso, pepper. There's no pepper whatsoever in this. No pepper, zero. All right. And dizzying experience, not from the faint of heart. No. You can see I go through this relatively quick on an upset stomach, so it's not what is described. Nicaraguan, Honduran long fillers. I can't taste any of those in here. Pack of 5 for like 104. That's $20 something. Not worth the money. Not worth the money. Guys, as Chris has already told you, SoySauceAssassin tell you this is not worth the money. A thumbs down right there. Not $20 worth. It's like a $5 cigar. Not $20 worth. Gurkha, you guys need to do better. If you ever watch this, I'm bashing you because your cigar isn't that good. So Gurkha, so far, everything I tried, not that good. If you got something better, let me know. But man, really? Come on, Gurkha. Come on. Convince me that you're good. Why? $20 cigars? Man, that's a highway robbery. Gurkha, what have you done? What have you done today? I mean, it's got 4.5 out of 5 rating. What? Hey, Joseph. By the way, if Atabay didn't cost as much as it costs, I would say it's better than Ghost for sure. And it's better than this for sure. All right. Ghost Gold is definitely top number 1 on my worst cigar of the year list. I'm sorry. All right. I might get sued for that, but it is bad. I mean, David, I understand you can get cigar that more expensive for cheaper. But a lot of time, you got to understand, you probably know this, cigars have like 100% markup. So whatever that costs 15 probably only costs 7 to start with. And a lot of time, it's not the price. They can set the price whatever they want, right? They can set this to like $200 if they wanted to. It's whether or not it's worth your money, right? So you can get a $20 cigar. If it's not worth $20, then you kind of wasted your money either way. And I agree with that. I mean, you can mark the price whatever you want. You can be a dishonest using your brand and just sell cigar for much higher price. And I think this is what's going on right now. And they probably spend majority of the money on that box because that box is sexy. I'm sorry. Your cigar, not so impressive. Box of 50, really? But I love that box. If you had that box, let me know. I'll trade you a cigar for that box. The box price rebellion definitely is good, Martin. You want to try that. You definitely want to try that. It just gotta burn bad, and that's the way it is. It's just gotta burn bad. So I don't know. It doesn't impress me. It did not impress me. You can see when I'm smoking a cigar that really impressed me. I get really hyper. I get really happy about the cigar that I'm smoking. But this is like I can smoke it. I don't have to stop, but it's not nothing impressive about it. And when I saw the price tag for $20, I was like, what? You charge $20 for this? Really? Yeah, look closely. You charge this for 20? If I have $20 to buy this cigar, I go buy like 4 or 5 Dog Rocket. Just smoke that because the Cameroon is actually not that bad compared to this. Filthy Viking, I think it's definitely a cigar he did right. Okay, if he did any cigar right, that's the cigar he did right, and there's no question about that. There's no question about that. Like I tell people many times, I'm not a Rocky Patel person. I actually think that the cigar is too weak or too bland for me. But having that Filthy Viking really excited me. It really got me, and it's just too long. It's just too long for me. I feel like I passed the point where its enjoyment it starts to be too much. Hey, Christina. It's definitely a phenomenal stick. The box is great. The bend is absolutely great. And I kind of have the same expectation for the bend for the Liga Zebra. And based on what we saw so far, the ABCD, I think, you know, some changes still need to be made to get to that same level of satisfaction in presentation, for sure. David, you must be smoking the Liga Muede and a few other cigars when 3 moons are lying together in one single line and the 7th star has crossed itself, causing a giant eclipse where everything goes right. When everything goes right, it's a good day. We'll have 18. Let's wait for 2 more people to show up and then we'll do a good giveaway. He is going to. I keep bugging him for it. I was like, I need a shorter one. I need a shorter version of that. You know what? Maybe we should do this test. Let's cut Filthy Viking into a Robusto length and see if the taste changes for something like that. That will be, it will be wasteful, but I think it will be for science, you know, for science. I mean, especially for the Obrigado, the Toro version is definitely, you know, long enough and has fixed some issues, but I think the draw issue is still there. So what do you guys think? Get a Filthy Viking, cut it, and try it to see if it's more enjoyable. It's very wasteful to just think about it, but would that be cool? Obrigado tastes good. It's not a bad stick. It's just not as amazing. It's not as amazing as Filthy Viking for sure. All right. I can't do it now because I have to continue to finish this thing. It's $20. It's $20. I feel bad for Evan. I feel really horrible that he sent me this cigar that I end up telling is only okay. Because when people send me cigars, I wanted to be able to say, that is a great cigar. Thank you very much for sending it to me. I still think that I'm grateful that he sent this for me to try for you guys. But it was a disappointing cigar, to say the least. What cigar? It's a Gurkha Yakuza. You know, when you think of the name Yakuza, you want it to be a really badass, strong cigar, right? Because it's Yakuza. You know, they're badass. They go out half naked with tattoos and women on each side. I hope no feminists got me in this, but it's supposed to be a badass thing. But it's not. I am going to try that. I'm going to try that. It's on the list to be tried sometime. Hopefully before the end of the year, I want to try that. But I come to this because few people say this is really good, thinking that it's gotta be badass, but it's only mediocre, not $20. When I pay would I pay $10 for this? Maybe. I feel like there's more $10 cigars better than this, but for collection purposes, I might pay $10 for this. The taste is not worth 20. And I might not have the best taste bud out there, and I might not have the most refined taste out there, but if you think about this, cigars are made for everyone. They're not made just for people with a refined taste bud. They're not made for people who have years and years experience. They're made for everyone to enjoy. So they need to have that in mind, right? If they gotta make a cigar cost $20, they better make it so that everyone who buy that $20 can enjoy, right? Anyone who can spend that $20 should be able to enjoy this, not just people who have particularly refined taste bud, really good palates and stuff. Because, you know, if we can't do that, then you might as well sell it in some exclusive club, Gurkha club, that only Gurkha people can get it. There's a couple cigar I want to try. I couldn't find it though, in the single count, which is the Bugatti brand cigars. I really want to try that. I couldn't find a single count. Somebody, if any of you had a single count of that, let me know. I'll try. But yeah, if you gotta have a cigar that expensive, $20 is expensive. You should have it so that everybody can enjoy it. People who come into the first time can enjoy it. Not something that's like, I taste like some other $5 was some cigars. Chris, they made one. I almost bought a box because the box design. But my wife does not like Bugatti cars, so I end up not doing it. I think Ferrari make their own cigar too. It's unfortunate. Like, it's just not that amazing. I have much better time smoking a Filthy Viking than this. Yeah, Bugatti brand make their own cigars. I mean, again, cigar, they can do whatever price they want. But putting that in mind, this cigar is not that exclusive, right? You can find it anywhere. And why are you charging so much for this? Well, that's because they're not making the Vera anymore. They're making the Chevron or something like that. I haven't been paying too much attention on it. By the way, whoever got that Mustang GT, that's a good looking car. Congratulations on getting that Mustang GT, because that's a good looking car. Had I liked the classic gauge, I would have bought one, but I just don't. So, but from the outside, that's a sexy car. So if you're here, you're the one that bought the new black Mustang GT. Congrats. I really don't feel like a Bugatti is worth the price tag, because I've seen the inside, I've seen the outside of it. The outside, let's not even go there. I don't even know. I feel like they designed it that way just so that people can tell that you can afford junk for no reason. But spend that kind of money on that kind of car, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Like, spend that kind of money, millions of dollars, on a car that, other than having a big engine and really refined inside, to cost as much as a Ghost Phantom. I buy a Ghost Phantom any other day. And not to mention, people who buy Ghost Phantom, by the way, that's Rolls Royce. They don't drive those cars themselves. The back seat is more comfortable than the front seat. Well, if you drive a Bugatti, there's no back seat. You have to drive yourself. So I don't see a reason to buy that car. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Do you guys? What is your dream car? How about everybody like here? Everybody on here right now, what will be your dream car if money wasn't an issue? If money wasn't an issue, what would be your dream car? That you're willing to buy it and drive it for the rest of your life, not buying another car. Okay, DBS. Acura NSX-R. I had an NSX, so I know it drives well. It's a very good car. You can buy a used one for $115. Unless you're talking about the old ones, like the 96 and older. I guess that was older. You'll buy a Rolls Royce? Really? Okay. A classic car, classy, Jaguar. Oh, 2000, okay. I just keeping real, my minivan, but my dream car will be a pink Cadillac Elvis Presley. Okay. Some people like a Caddy. Yeah, I can see it. Tesla. Jenna, as your friend, don't buy a Tesla. Don't buy a Tesla. You'll be locked into so much issues. If you ever had the money, I'm gonna recommend you not to buy the Tesla. A lot of car can drive itself now. My Mercedes drive itself. So you do have to keep your hand on it. That was actually a prevention for people who had stroke. A lot of automated car, you'll see that you had to put your hands on it. It's because in case you had a stroke, the car won't keep going and drive you from Massachusetts to California. So yeah, cars and home, two things you never finish paying for. So it's better to change cars than keeping a car, because you'll never finish paying for it. You will never finish paying for it. People was like, oh, I don't have car payments anymore. Well, you're paying for repair. You're paying for repair. You're still paying for insurance. Insurance costs more than your car a lot of times, right? People who on the chat right now who owns a used car can prove what I say, right? Your insurance costs $1,000 to $2,000, and your car probably costs $500 as they kind of depreciate to the end. So you never finish paying for it. You might as well have a car payment. At least you don't have to worry about damages. Has warranties, right? I change car all the time because that way I keep the value in the car. When you buy a new car, you get the residual value. So people who buy used car are buying your residual value plus commission. So people think that, oh, I'm saving money because I buy used car. There's normal commission that goes to the dealer. You're actually paying more because the car depreciates a lot faster. The dealer buys it in a lot cheaper, and then they sell it to you much higher to pay the employees because the employee has to get paid and the company has to get paid. So you're actually paying markup twice. So I'd rather buy a new car, sell my old car to get the majority of the money back, pay for my new car. Now that's the way to do it. And I totally understand it's a kind of scam. If you think about it, it's a scam. The society has made it so that it's easier to live rich than live poor. Or live frugal. If you live frugal, you're actually paying more. If you live rich, you're actually paying less. And that's one of the prime example of how it works. That dealer always make money. Dealer never lose money selling you a car. So they sell you a used car, they made money. They made money twice. First time when they sell it to the guy who owns that car, first time, they made $2,000 to $3,000. Second time they sell it to you, they still make at least $1,000. So you're paying the markup twice because the car's value already depreciated one time and has further depreciated selling to you as a used car. So in that perspective, you lose more money. And next thing you know, the car breaks down. You gotta fix it. It costs you more money. So Pontiac Firebird is one beautiful car. GTR like Nissan GTR or AMG GTRs. Oh, we're 19. We're almost at 20. Nissan GTR can do better. I'm waiting for them to do better. I always joke with my wife, like if I had never had the wedding, I'll have 2 GTR by now. Wedding cost me a lot of money. With that said, I'm always amazed how Indian people in India can have a 7-day wedding as if that does not cost any money. 7-day party. Like, how did everybody get the time? Do they not have to work and they party for 7 days? Woo! I'm puffing more because the cigar is trying to go out. I don't know why. It's trying to a lot. It's hard to keep it lit. I have never heard of the Mustang Twister. Now I'm intrigued. I want to take a look at how it looks like. Oh, it's definitely before my time, right? No, it's not. Oh, it is before my time. 1970. That's one sexy car. That looks like a Transformer car. That looks like something I can buy at Hot Wheels. That's a good taste, Chris. That's a good taste right there. Woo! With the scoop. A lot of classic car makes beautiful cars. I really like those designs. I just don't like the classic gauge with the rings on it. 20 people, don't go away. Now I gotta run giveaways. Giveaways. What do you guys want to do today? You want to do trivia questions or you want to do guess numbers? What do you want to do today? What do you guys want to do today? Trivia or numbers? Trivia. Trivia of the day. I'm looking up for trivia question. Hold on 1 second. All of you guys watch movie at one time, right? Never seen movie in your entire life. Come on, you're kidding. I don't believe that. That's fine. Something that's related lately. Let's see if I can find this. Come on, let's not go with that. I don't get, no, you don't get to say you're lagging. You don't get to say you're lagging. You don't get to say you're lagging. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Looking for something that's something interesting, but it's possible people will know. Well, first, let's start with this. Before I start, how many people is a DC fanatic? Two. Well, people who are not DC fanatic, get your Google ready, because I think majority of the people of a DC fanatic do not know this answer. This is one reason why I don't want to ask Marvel, because a lot more people are in Marvel than DC. Because most people will know the answer to Marvel comics. You guys ready? Type 1 if you're ready. I think that's everyone. There's more? Okay. Are we good? I think that's it, right? No more? I'll give 3 more seconds for anybody that needs to get ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, the question today is, how old is Warren Buffett? How old is Warren Buffett? So I think we all know who won on this one because the answer on the list is pretty obvious. So Warren Buffett is 88 years old. And I think the first one is Damon Jones. Again. Damon Jones got it. Well, he didn't get the first prize anyway, so this one I'm pretty sure won't have any issues. He didn't get the first, he gave up the first prize, so he's definitely qualified for this one. Chris, you guessed 89. So that's 1 year too much. So Damon Jones, congrats, you got a cigar. See, this wasn't a hard question, right? It's easily Googled. It's like #1 thing to pop up. And if you want to ask why do I search for DC stuff and Warren Buffett shows up, I don't know. He showed up in the very bottom, Warren Buffett. I don't know why he's involved, but in Google, when I Google DC trivia, Warren Buffett popped up. So Damon, I have no problem sending you this one. So I think I have your address already. If not, send me the address again. But either way, PM me saying that you won, so I have a record of it. Martin, your phone is definitely not lagging. You guessed it 88 afterward. True. I give you that, but still fun to participate, right, Chris? Getting the other 3 from me. Damon, other than the Chinese cigar, what else are you trying to get from me? I can't remember. All right, Damon, have a good night. Oh, okay. Yes, working on that one. Yes, that's definitely a 3. Well, Damon, I hope you win because that way I can send all of them together in one package. Much easier. I knew most people people who are DC fanatic is going to get it. The question that I was gonna ask was, what's Clark Kent's middle name? Does anybody know Clark Kent's middle name? Joseph is right. His middle name is Joseph. So yeah, I mean, it is something that somewhat commonly known, right? Somewhat commonly known that his middle name is Joseph. Well, how many people know Superman's real name, like original name when he was born in his planet? He's a Superman, yes. So Martin don't even know he's a Superman. Kyle is right. Good one, guys. You actually know your stuff. How many people is going to see the DC movie that's coming out soon? The next one. Anybody watching that movie? I'm actually debating whether or not to wait for all the whole trilogy to come out to watch it, because I hate cliffhangers. I hate cliffhangers. I hate cliffhangers. When I watched the first one, I didn't even know it was a trilogy, and I was like, when it had the cliffhanger, I was like, oh my god! I almost throw things at my TV. I almost throw things at my TV, but I watched it in the theater. Damon, if you want, you can still participate. I'm just not gonna count yours. How's that? You know, just like Chris, he knew he wasn't counted, so but he still participated. It's good to answer. Why not? Fun things to do. I always do fun things, right? For the Avengers, excluding the individual movies, I think the next one is the second one of that trilogy. How do you guys feel about the Captain America's not gonna play Captain America's anymore? His contract is up. I hope they don't replace him with anybody else. Just end it right there is the best way, because Captain America did die in the universe, I think. Did he get revived? He died, right? Captain America died in Marvel Universe, right? You know, I'm not really into comic. I just heard that he died. But then, like, how did he become a bad guy? That's another question. So, I'm upset that Hugh Jackman is not gonna be Is it? I mean, I can see he's a very talented person. Hugh Jackman is a very talented person. He did much better in Broadway than movie. I mean, just let him do the movie is kind of like a waste. I like that when he pops up as a cameo, but you know, Hugh Jackman can do a lot of movie. Have you guys watched like The Greatest Showman? That's a good movie. I think he can do a lot more if he doesn't play Wolverine. But he did play a badass Wolverine, though. Hugh Jackman is a great actor. For the Defenders, and if they change the actor, we'll be pissed. You know, Netflix and Disney is having the fight over the copyrights of all the shows and stuff like that all the time. You know, who knows what's gonna happen? Power Ranger. Did you guys know that Power Ranger started out as a Japanese show? And like the story is like somewhat different in the Japanese show than the American show. I used to love those shows, but I'm more like a Masked Rider guy. But you know, the Kamen Rider show is more me than Power Rangers. There's so many Power Rangers out there. There's so many Power Rangers out there. You know, back in the day when we watched Power Rangers, because you can morph 5 robots into 1 robot. And that movie, what the hell is wrong with that movie? You can't even morph things anymore, put together. That kills the Megazords right there. But right now, that like the new Power Rangers, you can put like 20 units together into 1 robot. It's like, what company started Ninja Turtles? That's a long time ago. Isn't WB? I used to watch Ninja Turtles. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and watched Ninja Turtles. Even though I did not understand the theme song in the beginning. Even in Taiwan, at the time, the theme song opening is English. And we didn't even know what Ninja Turtle means. We called it Ninja Turtle in Chinese, but not Ninja Turtle. So, Mirage Studios. Yeah, they just changed like the background lighting a little bit, like kind of tune the hue a little bit. It's the same thing. I think Nickelodeon happens after that because I remember watching it in like very 1980s, 1980. I say 86 when I started watching it. So the character speaks Chinese in the TV. At the time, I can tell you my TV only had 3 channels. Taiwan at the time only had 3 channels. We have those TV that has like analog switch, channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3. That's it. And I live in a village, and at first we had the only family that had TV at the time. Everybody would come to our place to watch it too. All right, I'll see you later, David. So Ninja Turtle is one of my favorite things. When it came out, there was a Nintendo game, the Super Famicom NES game. Everybody will go to the house that has that video game and play that video game all day. And to today, we still have not beat the game. So, all right, talk to you later, Martin. What Power Ranger was my favorite? It has to be Red Ranger because at the time, all the Red Ranger was the most popular. So we always liked the Red Ranger. And for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, what is the naming? The one with the blue eye band. What is the blue eye? He had 2 swords with the blue eye band. Leonardo, I think that his name is Leonardo for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Yeah, that was my favorite character at the time. Like I thought 2 swords was kick ass. It was really hot. And at the time, I remember they sell those little toys. The toys, the Lego move, the arm move comes with 2 swords. Oh, I always wanted one and never got it one. I never got one. I never got a Ninja Turtle toy, and I love Ninja Turtle. It's one of those things that probably one day I will buy because the current toy for Ninja Turtle doesn't look like the old style one, which they look great. I think today's Ninja Turtle look too aggressive. Back in the day, it looks just badass. I don't know. It's just me. It's hard to find those anymore. So especially with Toys R Us gone, I can't even find them. But Ninja Turtle definitely kicks ass. I love it. Especially they eat pizza. At the time, Chinese people don't really eat a lot of pizza. So, you know, Chinese people don't eat a lot of pizza. So seeing Turtle eat pizza is like, ooh, amazing. Pizza. At first, in Japanese show, we don't even have White Ranger. We had a Green Ranger. We had a Green Ranger that controls the Dragon Sword. All right, talk to you later, Jason. Have a good night. So, I mean, for cartoon, when I was young, there's only a few things to watch. In the morning, there's Ninja Turtle at 5:30 a.m. And that's really early. So we had to sleep right in front of the TV and wake up, turn the TV on, and watch it. And after that, in the afternoon, there's another American show. It's called MacGyver. I love to watch MacGyver. MacGyver was awesome. I don't know. That's one of my thing when I was young. And after that, there's a show called American Gladiator around that time, 1980s, 1990s. Those were the shows that I really like to watch. Even though they are like American show, I'm pretty sure the dub is incorrect and whatever they're saying is not what they're saying. But it was entertaining as a kid. I did not know there was a female Ninja Turtle. But the funny thing is that the bad guy's name, the Shredder, isn't he part of a group called the Shadowloo? What was it, the Shadowloo? And Shadowloo is just a bad Japanese pronunciation for shadow. So I thought that was funny too. Like I didn't even realize until like I'm much more grown and I started to look into the name and stuff like that. I said, oh yeah, that is a bad pronunciation of Japanese people saying shadow. But yeah, Ninja Turtle. Venus de Milo. Oh, I didn't know there was a female Ninja Turtle. So I guess that news reporter is no longer popular. She's not the only female now, huh? Venus. Did that character just came out recently? Oh, okay. So it's like the one of those remake of a cartoon, 1997. Okay. There's a Chinese name for it? Mei Pei Chi. That Ninja Turtle has a Chinese name, Alter Ego. What? Oh wow. That David Lee, that might show your age a little bit. Ninja Turtle is not. It's not something that's that new, is it? They were called the Foot Clan. What was called the Foot Clan? April. Okay. Since 1985. The bad guys, the Foot Clan. Okay. Well, and when I watched it, it's called Shadow Lu. So Shredder and Shadow Lu. But they didn't translate it well. So the Shredder, it sounds like they were calling him Schneider. So we always call it Schneider until we come here and say Shredder. Who is Shredder? So, and I thought that took a while for me to get that Shredder was actually Schneider. So yeah, that's definitely a good childhood memory. Leonardo. Yes. I'm looking at a picture right now. It's like so hot. I mean, it ruined it for me when I watched the movie. I didn't like the way they portrayed the Ninja Turtle movie, and then the most recent one is even worse, I think. I didn't watch any of the modern Ninja Turtle movie because the way they made it is. I think cartoon should stay cartoon because it leaves a lot to imaginations. But once you put it into like 3D, what would it look if that was real? Kind of ruined it for me. Kind of scary. It might just for me though, but for me it was kind of scary. Facebook inbox. Hey, Damon Jones just showed me a picture of a Masked Rider, and that Masked Rider happened to be my favorite of all time Masked Rider. It's the Kamen Rider Black. He's actually my favorite Kamen Rider of all time. Of all time, I don't care which Kamen Rider you put out in front of me, I'll say the Black and the Black RX is the best. All right, Black and Black RX is the best. I don't care what you say. Kamen Rider or Masked Rider, Black and Black RX is the best. All right. That's a brownie point right there because it was my favorite Kamen Rider. The guy who played the Kamen Rider is actually a fisherman, and he's still a fisherman. His current job is a fisherman. It was amazing. He's a really down-to-earth guy. He's a fisherman, and he actually came out and did a recent movie of another Kamen Rider movie. It's called Masked Rider Decade. He showed up in one of the dimension, and then there was a black guy and there's a white guy. The guy in black jacket transformed to Kamen Rider Black, white changed to Kamen Rider Black RX. It was like, it blown me out of my mind. Like I watched that movie like 6 times just because he was in it. Just because he was in it, even though he's old. He's super old right now, but like, whoo. But he was my favorite of all time. I get excited talking about him, so. 1. Christina, did you have like a message that just show up late? But oh my god, Kamen Rider Black. Woo! I love that guy. I love that guy. You know, his tagline is I'm the son of the sun. I love it. I love it. I woo! Just thinking about it gets me excited because it was my favorite thing to watch when I was young. Blade was a DC. I didn't know that. I'm not into Blade, so I wouldn't know that. Like you can tell, I'm majority into like the Japanese culture, Japanese shows, Japanese. I don't know. Even Power Ranger, I watched the Japanese version, because the Japanese version is way before the American version. So that was a good try. That's actually pretty good because I can tell that's, you know, that's RX right away. I think that's a little thing you did, Damon, because you draw the body green, but you want the torso is longer, the face is longer for RX. The RX face is longer. Green Hornet. Which one? The classic one or the recent one? I never watched the show. I watched the movie. So, good night, Matt. Voltron. Which Voltron? There's two Voltron. I don't know if you know that there's two Voltrons. There's Voltron made out of 5 lions, and there's Voltron made out of like multiple vehicles. Yeah, I did not watch the Bruce Lee's Green Hornet. It was before my time, and I never went to watch it. The lions, you can tell I really like the lion. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see me. I bought a bunch of those. I bought the Lego model. I bought the small model. It's one of the things I like a lot when I was young. I still have a really fond memory of me playing with the toy back in the days. I could not get the leg off. I could not separate the lion. The kids, you put it together and take it off, and put it together, take it off. I could not get the leg off every time. So, when I saw they do retros, I started to buy them. I just did not buy the $300 ones because I think that it's too big to keep around. So I just buy the smaller one. But the Lego version is huge. It's gigantic. It's huge. For $99, that's actually not that bad. That's worth your money if you ever collect the Voltron stuff. My wife is saying that since I like anime and toys so much, I should start a channel with just anime and toys. I don't have that much to show. Look at me putting more models together will be boring. Oh, I love Thundercats. I love Thundercat. It's funny because I never knew Thundercat was called Thundercat until later on. Have a good night, Christina. Thundercat. I never knew they were called Thundercat until I come to America. At least 10 years after I come to America, I know that they were called Thundercats. You missed a few things. All right. So first of all, you missed me smoking the Gurkha Yakuza. Not worth your $20. That was the verdict. Okay. And the next thing is we've been talking about TV shows, movie. The giveaway already finished. The winner is Damon Jones. A few people left since then. So now we're just chatting about random stuff like the anime, the movie, the shows. And we're talking about Thundercat right now because one of my favorite things to watch, Thundercat. I have fond memory of it because it shows after I went to prep school when I was very young, because all the Chinese people go to prep school. So when I come home, first thing that will air before Thundercat is Menace the Dentist. And after the Menace the Dentist, it will be Thundercat. And that's the things I watch. I love it. I love Thundercats. I don't even know why. Because right now, when I watch it, I don't feel the same way when I was a kid. But, when I watch the Thundercat, obviously the main character was my favorite at the time. I want a sword that has it's not like a jaguar or Black Panther on there. That was like the best toy everybody had at the time. I don't have one. I don't have one. One of the goal I have is to buy all the toys that I used to love when I was young. So I've been trying to collect those toys. But as you know, right now, toys cost more than an arm nowadays. Try to buy those classic toys. Tekken, the video game. I used to play Tekken a lot. We used to play Tekken Tag, and we'll play after school all the time. But it's got more complicated, so I stopped playing it. Tekken story is screwed up, you know, with the family issues and all that stuff. It's quite screwed up. But yeah, you know, I'm surprised a lot of people that here knows those names for those cartoon anime shows and stuff like that. Because when I was young, those is one of the things that I watched. You know, when PlayStation 1 come out, it was like the most amazing thing ever. And I remember at the time, I actually did not buy a PlayStation. I bought a what is that thing? I think I can't remember the name. That went off not long after. I think it's made by Saturn. I can't remember the name right now because I haven't played for so long. At the time before PlayStation, I was playing with 3DO, and after 3DO, I still did not play with PlayStation until much after. I didn't play much after until Wild Arms came out and Final Fantasy came out. So I didn't play PlayStation until then. Super Smash Brothers. I suck at that game. I suck at it. I get pissed off every time I play with people. The people who play it just play over again until they like, you know, when you push them off the stage, they have a way to kind of jump and come back. It gets me like blood pressure going up. It's like, just die already, you know. So I actually don't play that game because I get pissed off at people who's really good. They just don't fall off the stage, like ever. I can't take that. That's the game. That's why I'm more into RPGs, because not many people will come back and say, you know, there's no questions, and then you go through the story very well. So Final Fantasy is my thing. I play every single one of them. Shorin Liu. Cool. Yeah, anime drawing. The thing about Damon, you have to know that your style of drawing is not an anime style of drawing. So if you want to create an anime character, you kind of have to reference more anime characters, because the anime character changes by years. So they do. Mortal Kombat was a fun game at the time. Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct, I used to play them so much. I don't know how many quarters I used for playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I looked at your drawings. It's really good drawings. But you know, they're not anime style. They're more like a cartoon style. So Mortal Kombat was your game back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I played Mortal Kombat until Mortal Kombat 3, and then I stopped playing. I'm just not that much into fighting games. I play some. I play Street Fighter more, and when Street Fighter 5 came out, I actually bought it and played it. And that was it. That was like the last fighting game. Oh no, Dragon Ball was the latest fighting game I played. The Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That was the last thing I played, and that game actually broke my Xbox. I had to buy another Xbox because that corrupted all my save for some reason. I had to buy another Xbox for it. That's the lesson I learned about buying that game. See, I don't understand about the age restrictions. I mean, even if you put age restriction, the kids will still have their way to buy it. So I'm not really into the age restriction thing. It's just not, it doesn't make sense to me. So in Asia, there was no any age restriction because obviously the adult has the money, so they bought it. And adult gave them the money to buy it. So it's not like they don't know the kids are playing that. when in the 1990s, 1990 and early 2000s, there was no such thing, and nobody have any issue with it. So I don't understand why you had to put in that kind of thing. Yeah, I didn't like the crossover thingy with the, you know. And then I remember DC versus Mortal Kombat, the characters so like not proportional, so I end up not liking to play it. I haven't bought any fighting game per se after the Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I didn't even buy the expansion pack or anything because that game, like I say, broke my Xbox. So right now, I'm actually just playing like the phone games called Arena of Valor with my wife. She plays that game, so I just play with her with it to kill time. But other than that, I haven't been really playing games. So Bloody Roar is another old game. Bloody Roar is another old game which I didn't get either. I remember it's an old game. I think the character was like a werewolf or something. Yeah, I think Bloody Roar was one of the worst fighting game ever created. It was voted a while back. There's so many like copycat fighting games at that time. So especially that was like for like PlayStation 2. That at that time there was much better games that's not like that. I believe that at that time the most famous fighting game for Asians was King of Fighters. Everybody played that game instead of like Bloody Roar and stuff. 3D fighter game wasn't that popular with Asia, with Asians. We actually like cartoony drawings. So, but yeah, I did not get the age restriction thing. It didn't make sense to me because, you know, people who buying it, obviously they're buying, they know they're buying it. I mean, as a parent, if your kids are playing like Grand Theft Auto, shouldn't you know that he's playing Grand Theft Auto? So, and even though Grand Theft Auto is kind of fun game, so I only play like 2 Grand Theft Autos my whole entire life, and I think I never finished one either. Sega Genesis, that's a good unit with the 6 buttons. I've always been a Nintendo person until like PlayStation came out. I always prefer Nintendo. I never went out and buy a Genesis. I had one. That's because somebody gave one to me, but not because I want to buy one. So yeah, that's great history right there. So yeah, somebody just joined. 7 people. Somebody just joined. Who joined? Spider separation anxiety. I never played that before. So who's still on the chat right now? I realized that because I use top chat, I get different things. Maybe I should do live chat and it'll be different. I don't know if somebody's the message got filtered out. I just realized that it was doing top chat. But it seems like everybody's chat's still here. Anyways, I think today we'll end here since everybody's ready for bed. Thanks for joining. If you're still here, we already did the review. Gurkha goes in here. And if I'm sick tomorrow, you will know that I got sick from Gurkha again. So, yeah. You guys have anything you want to talk about before I go? It is a good day. Today is a good day. Hey, Glenn. So, yeah. I was thinking to light another one up to talk until 12, but, you know, seems like everybody's busy for the Christmas stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, we'll smoke something else tomorrow, and then we can go from there. I think I'll end the stream right here. Let me see if anything changed from there. Now, bam. Yeah. So not much changed. We got 1 subscriber today. Yeah, 128. So anyways, good night, everybody. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys on Facebook. If you have not subscribed to it yet, go ahead and subscribe. Click like, usual stuff. And Glenn, sorry I missed you. We'll talk later. Yep. Tomorrow's live chat, I think I'll do like sometime in the afternoon, like maybe 4 o'clock before Tim's live feed, so that everybody can look at Tim's live feed. So have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Goodbye.